Prior to the treatment, it is noticeable that a high contrast setup, which includes plates to cutlery as well as they are accurately arranged in their proper places to reinforce clockwise technique.
Cover under it, and there's a bread on top of that. On the left side there's a fork, and on the right side there's a knife, and on the very left side there's a box of margarine butter. Okay, you want to go ahead and feel the range of that board there.
Yes.
And you want to go ahead and feel that there's a plate in the middle of the board, and there's a bread on top, right?
Yeah.
And do you want to feel that there's a fork at the left and knife at the right side?
Yeah.
Okay. And you want to test which side of the knife is sharper one. You don't want to touch the edges of the knife. You just want to test it by rocking it on the board. You can just rock it. Okay. So you want to go ahead and feel the box of the margarine butter as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So you want to go ahead and take the knife up to across the margarine butter and take some butter out, and we're gonna apply that on the bread. Okay. So you want to go ahead there.
Here, the client is able to recognize the amount of butter they want to use by measuring the weight that is on their knife, and the same is true with food. Cue if needed.
And you're going to pick up the bread and you want to apply that on top of that.
Okay.
Just make sure that it is evenly spread out. Make sure it reaches the corners as well. Okay, and you want to put that back on the plate now?
Yeah.
Okay, so the technique that we're gonna use today is the clockwise technique. Okay, you're gonna assume that the round place that is in the middle of the rectangular plate is a clock. Okay, that extends from 12 a.m. to 12 p.m. Okay. Okay, so you wanna stab your fork at the 10 o'clock.
Okay.
You wanna pick the fork up. You can pick your fork up as well.
Yeah.
And you wanna handle the knife with accuracy a little. Like you wanna handle the knife like this. Okay.
The client was introduced to the clockwise method initially, hence therefore he knew where 10 o'clock was and was cued to stab the knife there as it was within reach. However, if not worked, the client can be cued to turn the plate so the item being cut is located at 6 o'clock to prevent reaching over other food items.
So a bit more. And you want to pick that up and try to get that to your mouth. Do you have any questions about it?
No.
No question? Okay, so that is a technique that we use to eat independently at our home. Whenever, even if you have like a full plate of peas or full plate of vegetables, or like, you can always assume that the circle plate around you is always a clock, and you can always use a technique called clockwise technique, and you can always it always can come in handy when you're at home alone eating by yourself. Okay. Okay. Then we're gonna head to another technique that we that we use for filling up the glass of drinks. Okay. So you wanna go ahead and come with me to that?
Yeah.
Okay. Then let's go. You wanna place that fork and the knife to its places. Okay, perfect. We can go ahead and do that activity now. Okay. Okay, Ponke, so we're gonna learn how to pour the water into the cup. Okay. So first, I have a cup on your left side. You wanna go ahead and feel that.
Okay.
Yeah. Just don't put too much pressure, and you want to feel the borders of it, like how long it extends to, right? And there's a kettle of water, a kettle of tea on your right side. You want to go ahead and feel that.
Yeah.
You want to go ahead and feel where the handle is, and you want to feel that where the outlet of the kettle is, from where you can pour the water, your tea out. Right? So you don't want to like go too below, because it might be too hot for you that you can harm yourself. But okay, we just going to be like feel from the outlet. Okay, so you want to go ahead and pick the kettle up. Okay, first, before that, I'm going to let you know that there is a machine attached to the cup of water. You want to go ahead and feel that first, and that is to measure that if the amount of tea or water or any liquid that has been poured into the cup has reached to the right amount. Okay, so whenever it reaches at that right amount and it is touching that machine, it's going to start beeping. Okay, so you want to go ahead and pick that kettle up and take the outlet of the water of the kettle or right at the bottom, and you want to have that your hand wrapped around the cup so you can feel the temperature of it as well.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're not picking that cup up from the surface of the table. And you always want to make sure that you have your outlet of the kettle or jar or whatever it is just attached to the borders of the cup. Okay?
Okay. Is it beeping?
Yeah, you got that. So what does that mean?
The water is at the mark.
Yeah, the water is at the mark. So you want to put that kettle back in. And what temperature do you feel? Is it just okay or too hot, too cold?
It's just okay.
Just okay. So you can have that tea.
To ensure your safety while handling cold liquids, I recommend using insulated cups with secure lids, as they maintain temperature effectively and minimize the risk of spills. When pouring cold liquids, gently place your hand on the outside of the container first to assess its temperature, and then use a steady, controlled motion to pour, avoiding any quick or abrupt movements that could lead to spills.
And until then, you gotta work on these, and we can to progress your daily life. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And have a good.